This is KOLD News 13 Now, live.
Well, good Thursday morning, everybody. I'm Kayna Whitworth.
And I'm Mark Stein.
It was an emotional send-off this morning for Gabrielle Giffords as she officially resigned from the House of Representatives. For us specifically here in Arizona, with our close proximity to the border, people here really want to know more about your stance on immigration reform.
I'm about 5'6", and I can barely even reach the top of where they've plowed.
This is really creating a lot of buzz nationally, but I'm right here at our local chapter of Susan G. Komen for Southern Arizona. We're on Broadway and Swan. Well, good morning, everybody, and thanks for joining us for our annual Tucson Rodeo Special. I'm Kayna Whitworth.
I've learned how to milk a cow.
And she did good. There is a lot of exciting things going on. Oh, I think we're going to go over here. Hold on. Boop, boop. Right. Over here. All right. Oh, there we go.
I'm a little...
Well, good morning, everybody. I'm Kayna Whitworth. Right now, the parents of missing Tucson girl Isabel Celis are getting ready to speak to local media, and we want to bring this to you live. Now, we do interrupt your regular programming right now to bring you this breaking news. So Young and the Restless can be seen on MeTV 13.2, Comcast 197, and Cox 86. Now, we want to take you live to this scene right now where you will see Sergio and Becky Celis getting ready to speak to local media. KOLD News 13's Som Lascias is on hand to ask questions. Let's go ahead and listen in. Mitt Romney has brought the GOP nomination battle a little bit closer to an end now. He swept all three contests yesterday. Goes in through his eye socket, all the way down his entire face, and then where it stops is it's pinching right on his carotid artery.
Oh, whoa, there we go. Hey, I'm the one who...
Whoa, good job.
Wow, this is impressive. This is kind of nice in here. So I'm reporting live from Alasso. Kayna Whitworth, KOLD News 13, live local late breaking.
So important for the officers, they put me through the obstacle course that the SWAT team uses.
Many of you guys have made a new friend in Girls on the Run. Everyone! And doctor's next step here is to try and get her in a chair tomorrow and work towards removing that breathing tube. So this is all very exciting news. I was able to speak with the artist who is doing it, Lee Hennessy, and so she described to me what this area will look like a little bit later this afternoon. So as we show you, the Angel will go right here. A super powerful gun that shoots rounds more than 100 miles away at several times the speed of sound is being developed right now for Navy warships. We stood on this lawn as a memorial began to build, and when it came to the condition of Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords, we clung to words like cautious optimism. Now, a year later, we can hear from Gabby herself about her continued fight.
I'm getting stronger. I'm getting better.
Her words don't come as easy, but the impact is not lost. As with each step in her recovery, her strong will moves the community of Tucson and the rest of the country all pulling for her. The initial part of her recovery is what doctors called quick but small. She started by squeezing her husband's hand, then playing with his wedding ring.
I would have glossed that over. If I walked into a room and saw someone sort of fumbling a ring, I wouldn't know what to make of that. But when Mark told me that, in fact, that's what she would always do. When they'd go out to dinner, she'd grab his ring off his hand and actually start playing with it. That was a regular thing she did. That obviously has incredible significance.
The day President Barack Obama visited Tucson, Giffords opened her eye.
And that was a poignant moment.
She gained strength. She started standing, even taking a few steps on her own. She was then brought up here to the top of University of Arizona Medical Center so that she could look out over the mountains before she was flown to Tier Memorial Hermann Hospital in Houston. She began work almost immediately. Her recovery has doctors and aphasia specialists optimistic. Pelagie Beeson, head of speech, language, and hearing sciences at the University of Arizona, says Giffords can show improvement for years to come.
I feel optimistic in terms of her continuing to get better. I know that it takes a lot of work, and I know that certain things are always going to be difficult, vulnerable.
Chris Connolly, who is currently Giffords' speech pathologist at Tier Memorial Hermann in Houston, says while the gains aren't always great, they are moving forward.
We have seen steady improvement.
Giffords has even sent weekly topics from her chief of staff here in Tucson, and with practice, she can now lead her staff in discussions through video conferencing.
Where I've heard that she is considered the most positive person in Congress. After knowing her, I understand why. She is She is a true delight.
Gifford's character and strength have been revealed by this tragedy. The nurses who cared for her on January 8th say she was fighting the second she was wheeled into the ICU.
I just knew she was going to be fine. I don't know how to explain that, but I just knew she was going to be okay.
Her fight is far from over, but she's been an inspiration to all of us. I'm Kayna Whitworth for KOLD News 13, live local, late breaking. It's math class at Huachuca City Middle School. Time to answer a question and upshoot the hands of the boys and boys. These 7th graders are part of an idea from Crystal Wambach, a teacher at Huachuca City School. Her goal is simple, to bring up not only grades, but confidence as well, and so far, so good.
For all the boys, their grades skyrocketed because we don't have the girls to lean on, so we actually have to use our brains.
He seems wise beyond his years, but he's taken advantage of his new learning environment. While the boys are pulling up their grades, the girls are gaining in confidence. 8th grader Brittany Prestoy says she's noticed her female classmates taking on leadership roles that are typically owned by the boys.
Well, a lot of the girls that are really shy get to actually speak up because they're not embarrassed of the boys.
Mrs. Wambach, who teaches 7th and 8th grade math, says she uses the same lesson plans, just different teaching methods when it comes to single-gender classrooms.
Boys want repetition. They want the math problems over and over again. Girls want to take one problem, analyze it, and now let's try another one.
So is this a classroom of the future? The proof is in the pudding. At the end of the year, it's really the test scores that will determine the success. As for personal growth, the kids seem to be enjoying the idea.
It's quieter than with the boys, and we get a lot more work done.
I'm not trying to show off.